Are we live? Are we live? Just a sec. Are we live? Are we live, guys? Do let me know. Am I live or not? Are we live? Just a sec. I have to check. Hold on. If I go here, are we live? Yeah, we are live. All right. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the stream. If you are new to my stream, my name is Abhishek Sharma, and I'm trying to learn advanced backend and system design. And this is day 25 of that. So, if you enjoyed the stream, do consider subscribing to this channel and drop a like. So, let's get started now. Just a sec. All right. Okay. It is taking time. Notion is also taking time. Like, seriously. What a joke. This Notion has become a joke, I think. Pathetic. Okay. So, we are here. NG Tantai, good morning. Welcome to the stream, NG Tantai. Viraj Patel. Hello, Viraj. Welcome to the stream. Abhishek, bhai, how to prepare for interviews? The best way to prepare for interview is firstly, whatever you have mentioned in your resume, make sure you know about all those things really well. And secondly, whatever the job role is, for example, if it's a job role for a MERN stack developer, then understand the basic concepts of MERN and all those. Foundation should be very strong. And if you have mentioned any programming language, make sure you know that programming language really well. Make video on it, please. Okay, I'll make a video on it. Okay. Viraj Patel, there are too many things in my resume. It will take tons of days, lol. Then you have to filter your resume and adjust it according to what company you're applying. For example, if you're applying for MERN stack developer, then there's no point of writing about your Python, Django, and all these things. So make it up to the point. Okay. So today we have to work on rotation of refresh token. Okay, fine. Viraj, like, isn't there any resources where we get main things to look for? What, like, for interview? I think interview comes if if you are good at something, then you can clear interviews because you have the knowledge. It's all about practice. For example, what are the first? Let me know what are the programming language you have mentioned in your resume and which company you're applying. auth route, this refresh token, C and Java. And which company you're applying? You're applying for Java role or C role? If you're applying for Java role, then remove C from the resume. Make your resume very clean. Taking it from cookies, okay. Fine. Missing, okay. Request dot cookies, okay. Then we have result fresh session. We are setting the cookie. Viraj, applying for all companies, my main is Python, but I know C and Java too. See, if you apply with the same resume to different companies, then you will like your chances of getting a call will reduce a lot, right? So you have to, you have to make changes to your resume according to the job role mentioned by the company. Okay, AIML and Python developer. Okay, then make your resume in that particular area and apply for those companies only. It increases your chances of getting a call. Okay. So here we have to create module, just PG admin as well. Okay, thank you so much. Welcome, Viraj. It is seeing time, okay. So here we have auth route, and here we are doing router dot route slash refresh token, refresh token, okay, fine, and this will be a post request, okay. Then will create the controller. Fine. And okay, so first I need to create the controller, yeah. We have here export const refresh token controller equals catch async request of type request, response of type response. Got this. Then I'll get the const refresh token equals request dot keys dot refresh token, okay. And I'll check if there is no refresh token. I'll throw new app error that refresh token is missing, and refresh token is missing, and here we have 401. Sahil, hello Sahil, welcome back to the stream. Unloop Dev, hi, hello Unloop Dev, welcome back to the stream. What's up? What's up, guys? Today we are trying to build the rotation, like refresh token, rotation of refresh token. Actually, that's what we are trying to do. So if there is, okay, now we have to do this const. Okay, here we'll create the service auth dot service async refresh session refresh token of type string, okay. We have this async refresh to okay, and we can copy this here, and here we get const result equals await auth service dot refresh session and pass the refresh token. Okay, we have this, and then we have to set the cookie as well. Okay, just a sec. Okay, so here in my auth service we are getting the refresh token here, right? We are getting the refresh token, and first we have to see here we are storing the refresh token as a hash, right? So we have to decrypt it. Giri Shankar, hey bro, hello Giri Shankar, welcome back to the stream. What's up? Okay, so we have this. So first I need to decrypt it, right? I have to decrypt it and then get the data out of it. All right. So we have this. Just a sec. Where is it? Utils auth helper. We have this hash refresh token, right? We have this method. So I think we need another method as okay. Giri Shankar, how are you doing, brother? How is your day going? I'm good, Giri Shankar. My day was fine today. During my daytime, I took one-on-one calls, and then I went to gym, and that's it. Adonis, so you're gonna use salt and hash password, right? Actually, see for like hash and salt, like bcrypt wala thing, we are using for hashing the password. But for encrypting the refresh token, I'm using crypto. Okay, Giri Shankar. Thanks, Giri Shankar. Um, Kunj Z. Hello, Kunj Z. Welcome to the stream. I think you have to upgrade your mic so the stream becomes smooth and might views increases. Okay, yeah. Like in future, I will improve my mic, and yeah, let's see when I improve it. And guys, do let me know if I'm audible or not. Am I audible or not? Yeah, like in future, I will. Z. Hello, Kunj Z. But for encrypting the. Okay, I'm audible. Okay, I'm audible. Okay. Giri Shankar, Bcrypt internally comes with a salt, right? Actually, if I show, if so, I mean, if I show you, here you will see that in Bcrypt we have option. We can, yeah, we can. We have to pass a salt. We have to pass a salt, and then like salt is used to make hashing more complex, and less, less susceptible to hacking as well. Adonis, audio is okay. Okay, thanks Adonis. Thanks for letting me know. Ayn Khan, hello. Hello Ayn Khan, welcome back to the stream. What's up? Giri Shankar, oh yeah. Okay. Okay. So first we are getting this send response data. Okay, fine. Then here we have see refresh token. Okay, we are getting okay, understood. Understood. Payload we are getting, then session by ID. Okay, payload dot session ID. Okay, this okay. Then is session revoked? Okay. Const new and new refresh token. Okay. Okay, got it. So we have to find payload, like we have to verify refresh token because from my cookie we're not getting the hashed version, right? Okay. NG Tantai. Okay. Giri Shankar, how long are you gonna keep the refresh token valid? I mean expiry time. I am keeping it valid for 7 days, and access token is valid for 15 minutes. Okay. Dylan, hi bro, how's it going? Hello Dylan, welcome back to the stream. What's up? I'm doing good. How are you? Payload. Then we are finding the session. Okay, understood, understandable. Then we are okay. Session not found. Okay, is if session revoked. Okay. So in session table as well, we have this revoked part, right? Revoked is revoked. Okay, we have to make changes. Is revoked. Okay. So in my schema.prisma. Okay, hold on. Service. Okay. Then session dot revoked is true. Then okay. If session dot expires at is then okay. Session expired. Okay. Fine. Okay. Okay. Understood. Okay. Revoke all user sessions. Okay. Okay, nice. Giri Shankar. Okay, Dylan. Probably you remember or not. I was asking what to start in college, so I saw subjects there. Probably at first year I saw the books in C language. So should I go for that only, or should I start JavaScript? See, I will suggest that first go with C. Like, don't give C more than 1 month. Understand the basics of program. If you have never programmed anything before, then start with C. Just give 1 month to C and understand the basics of programming with C, like for loops, while loop, do while loop, and like variables, const, like const, no, integers, data types, and all these things, and then understand the basics so you are prepared for college also, and then you can eventually upgrade to other programming languages. Okay. Satyam, hello Satyam, welcome to the stream. Dylan, also as integrated subject with CSE, what should I choose, AIML or cybersecurity? Go with AIML. It depends on your interest also. If you are interested in cybersecurity, then obviously go for it, but if you are confused, then go with AIML. Prisma.batch payload. Okay, so here I have to make some change in my schema.prisma in my session table. Where is my session table? Session table, revoke that, and also after revoke that, before this, let's add is revoked, and this will be of type boolean, and by default it will be false. Okay, fine. So this change I had to do. Then we have cd backend and npm run db generate. Dylan, thanks brother for suggestion. And like, should I focus on hackathons or CS projects, which like happens all over India? Participate in hackathons. Hackathons will actually tell you where you stand in competition. npm run db migrate. npm run db generate. npm run db migrate. Okay, npm run dev. Throw new type A argument is required. Okay, route.js. Okay, so I have to import here refresh controller. Now if I go here and if I see we have this is revoked false. Okay, understood. Fine. So first here we have the refresh token and refresh token. Okay, alone auth folder have around 10 files. Okay, yeah man, like it's we are going for a production grade authentication system, so it is meant to be complex. So const payload equals verify refresh token, and we are passing the refresh token. Okay, and we are verifying the refresh token. Hold on, we are verifying the refresh token, and then we have to find the session. Okay, hold on. So first I need to go to my interface, and here also we have to do find session by id. We have session id of type string, and here we get promise of type session or null. Then here we have auth repository. Okay, okay, here async find session by id. We have session id of type string, and here we have const session equals await prisma dot session dot find unique, where id is session id. Okay, we have this. Just a sec. We have this, then we can return this session. Okay, fine. We have so we are finding the session by id now. So const session equals await this dot auth repo dot find session by id, and we can have payload dot session id, and if there is no session, we can throw new app error, and here we'll get session not found, session not found, and here it will be 404 not found. Okay, so now we have the session. Now we got the session, right? So first I'll check if session is revoked or not. Revoked. If session dot is revoked, if session is revoked, throw new app error. If session is revoked, we'll throw new app error. Session has been revoked, and we can say bad request, I think. 401. Okay, 401. Okay, refresh token valid, incoming token hash equals to session dot. Okay, so 401, and if session dot expires at is less than new date dot now. Okay, new date, throw new app error. Session has expired. Session is expired. Okay, session has expired. 401. We have this, right? So after this, what do we need? We are going to create incoming refresh token hash. We're going to hash it, and then is if this incoming refresh. Okay, got it. We are going to compare. Got it. Okay, so const incoming refresh token hash equals hash refresh token, and here we'll pass refresh token. Okay, and if incoming refresh token hash is not equal to session dot refresh token hash Then we are going to revoke all the sessions. Const is incoming refresh token valid equals the same condition. Okay, and here we'll get we have this. So first we have to revoke all of the session of that particular user. Revoke all user sessions. Okay, revoke all user sessions. Okay, and repository. Just a sec. Revoke all user sessions. Revoke all user sessions. Okay. Session update many where user ID data revoke to true. Got it. Okay. So first we'll go to, and we are not returning anything. Fine. Auth interface, and here we have revoke user all sessions. We are passing the user ID of type string, and this is promise of type void. Okay, then here we have repository, async this. We have user ID of type string. Okay, then await prisma dot session dot update many where user ID and data is revoked to true. Okay, we're not returning anything here. Okay, hey bro, what's up? Hello Satyam Bhosle, welcome to the stream. How are you? Okay, we revoke user all sessions. Fine. So here we first revoke all the sessions. Await this dot auth repo dot revoke all user sessions, and we can pass this session dot hold on, yeah, session dot user ID. Okay, Satyam Bhosle, I can't follow your streams regularly because of my video streaming project. Oh, that's fine, Satyam, that's all right. But your stream convinced me to also implement my own auth. Yeah, man. See, unless and until you are building some quick SaaS that is not so complex, then you can go for something like clerk or anything. But you are building something complex where you need full control of your backend. Then it is a better option to, create your own authentication. Because unnecessarily, why to depend on third party, right? But if you are building something as a wrapper and on a chat GPT kind of SaaS, then you can go for clerk or something. Okay, so first we revoke all the sessions, right? Then we throw new app error, and here we have user session has been revoked. Okay, yeah, refresh token reuse detected. Correct. Refresh token reuse detected, and this will be 401, right? Yeah. Now we have this. Now all of the validation part is done. Now we create a new refresh token. So const new refresh token equals sign refresh token, and here we have what we need to pass, payload. Okay, so in payload subject and session ID. Yeah, subject session dot user ID and session ID will be session dot ID. Okay, now const hashed new refresh token equals hash refresh token, and here we need to pass this. Okay, just a sec. Yeah, we are doing this. Access refresh. Okay, got it. Satyam Bhosle, but in that case, you should check the better auth. It's like they have written the code. You just plug your code, and that's it. You're completely own your own users data. Oh, that's nice. I have to check it out. Satyam Bhosle. The only thing I step back from using auth in my any project, especially the gigs, is I'm not a security expert. If anything goes wrong, boom. Yeah, man, I agree. But the thing is, like nobody's an expert as a beginner. Like even still, I cannot call myself an expert because I think that there's so many things to learn. So yeah, it's all about practice. The more you practice, the better you get. Satyam Bhosle, so making dummy projects just to learn all. Yeah, that's a good approach, and it's a part of project-based learning as well. Okay, so we have this, and also I need to create. We got this, and also here, let's get the const new access token equals sign access token session dot user ID, and here we have session ID is session dot ID. We got this. We are hashing it. Now const new refresh token expiry equals ms. Okay, ms, and here we have env dot refresh token expires in as ms dot string value. We got this. Okay, now yeah, this is required. This part is required. We just check the type safety. New refresh token expires in new refresh token expires in p, paste it here. Okay, now we just update it. Const expires at const new refresh token expires at equals new date, and we have date dot now plus this refresh token expires in. Okay, we have this. Now update session. Okay, so update session where and data refresh token hash expires at. Okay, so we have this auth repository, create session here. Satyam Bhosle, but just for info, never use anything like Supabase auth. Nothing is wrong, but then you are locked into ecos. Yeah, yes, I totally agree with you. So either libraries or your own auth. True, man, true. By the way, what after the auth? After the auth, we are going to start with phase 5. Like after this auth, we have to implement Google auth as well. Like we have to implement Google auth from scratch. That's also I need to learn. Then after that, we'll get into phase 5, which is to build a URL shortener. Okay, fine. Okay, create session here. Async update session, and here we are going to pass update session we are going to update session data update session. Okay, let's create a type. Export type update session type, and here we have refresh token hash, and here then we have expires at date. Okay, now here got this const updated. Okay, before here in my interface also I need to use it. Update okay, and here we have promise of type session. Okay, now updated. Satyam Bhosle, by the way, what? Okay, answer that. Okay, so now we need to update the session. So const updated session equals await prisma dot session dot update where update yeah, we need to pass the session ID as well. Auth interface auth type session ID of type string. Okay, and here we have ID is data dot session ID, and here we have data. Okay, just use the term data. Okay, let's do one thing, that this session ID we can pass it like this. Our type, remove this from here, and then here we have this, use this here. Okay, we have the data. Now here we'll return the updated session. Okay, this session ID we have to use it here, session ID of type string and data. Okay, we have this session ID of type string. Okay, update session, and now in my service we have const updated session equals await this dot auth repo dot update session. Then here we have session dot id, and then we have the data. So in data, what are we passing? In data we are passing here hashed new refresh token, and new refresh token expires at. We are passing this. Okay, go here, type we are passing this auth repository. In data we have to do this, refresh token hash will be data dot hash new refresh token, and expires at will be data dot new refresh token expires at. Yeah, fine. We have this update session. So now what are we returning? Return access token, refresh token. Okay, return access token will be new access token, and refresh token will be new refresh token. Okay, we are returning this. Okay, so here we are getting this data result. Satyam, bro, what's there in your taskbar beside the copilot? This one or this one? Or beside the copilot in taskbar, where's the copilot? Which one? The icon with two computers. Oh, this one. This is called putty. You know, like putty is actually used when you want to SSH to a remote server. Basically, for example, you get a VPS, DigitalOcean VPS or a AWS EC2. You know, then you get a IP address of that VPS, and you also get your root password. So using SSH, we can mention the IP address, we can mention the host name, IP address, and if it requires any password, then a pop-up will come where it will ask for password, and then we can using our own computer, we can log in to that remote server, and then we can push all the codes and all those things. So it is used in development. It's called putty. Okay, Satyam, are you going to build any complex project on stream? For example, something like a Discord clone. Just an example. Actually, like after this advanced backend series, I'm going to build my next startup on stream only. My next startup. Yeah, I'm excited about that, and it's a full-fledged startup product that I want to build. Namak YT. Hello Namak, welcome back to the stream. What's up? Arey bhai, how are you? क्या code कर रहे हो अभी? Welcome to stream Namak YT. Today we are trying to implement the rotation of refresh token. That's what the main logic is to that's what the main goal is for today. Namak YT. वाली पुट्टी नहीं भाई. वाली पुट्टी नहीं भाई. Okay. We have this result. Wall putty nahi bhai. Yeah, wall putty nahi. You can call it putty. Some people call it putty. It depends. Like I call it putty. Okay, auth helper. So we are getting this result, right? Then what we can do is set cookies. Set cookies. Hold on. Set cookies. What are we passing? And refresh token. Okay. Set cookies. We are passing res and result dot refresh token, and then we can send response res 200 success true message refresh token rotated successfully, and then we have data, and in data we have result. Okay, just a sec, that's what we are doing, right? Hold on. Okay, yeah, we are not supposed to pass the refresh token in my data, so what I can do is here I can just access token data dot result dot access token. Fine, we did this. Anshika, hello Anshika, welcome to the stream. Namak YT, shit man, nice. I'm also learning auth stuff and Redis. Like you can serve OTP with Redis without using DB. Mind is blown. Yeah man, see Redis is too good. Redis is also using PubSub also. Anshika, what's the minimum lead code question to do? My college will start from August. What all should I learn till there? I'm currently doing DSA. Okay. See, the main point of DSA is not to solve so many questions, because there are people who I have seen those people where they just don't understand the logic. They just see the solution from online, then try to copy paste the code. But there's no point. Only your lead code that will just show more number of green dots, right? but your logic building will not improve. So if you want to do DSA, the correct way of doing DSA is recognizing pattern in a question. For example, there are lots of algorithms. You need to understand, first you need to understand what is the use case of those algorithms. For example, you are doing a sliding window algorithm in array, right? First you need to understand in which type of question we need to implement sliding window, right? And what, like, how do we implement that? Then you need to reach a point where you can convert a logic to code, right? So the correct way of doing DSA is first to understand the algorithm, then you understand the pattern. Okay, in this type of question we implement algorithm, like this, like sliding window or any sort of algorithm that is fixed, that is, for example, we have binary search. So binary search mainly works in sorted arrays. So if there is a sorted array and if something is related to finding some element and all those things, then if the array is sorted, the biggest hint is that we can use binary search, right? So these kind of patterns you need to understand, like for two pointers, algorithm, all these things. And yeah, if your college is starting first, I would suggest you pick one programming language. Either choose Python or JavaScript. Either go with Python or JavaScript, and then you can go to YouTube. First try to follow a sheet. Either you can go for neat code or you can go for Striver DSA questions. And Striver DSA question is very good because it takes from basic to advanced. So if you can follow that, it will help you a lot. Okay, Satyam. Char code new Redis playlist. Okay. Namak Whitey, Char code and Shady and Site. Okay, nice. I've heard that Gurk. Yeah, I learned from Piyush Garg YouTube channel, Redis. I learned Redis from there. Okay. One solution. Welcome to stream. One solution. Hi, bro. How was your day? My day was fine. How was your day? Today I took calls and then one-on-one calls, and then I worked a bit, and then I went to gym, and yeah, that was pretty much it. And just a reminder, guys, if anybody is interested in taking one-on-one call with me, like where I provide my dedicated guidance, and there's a link in the description. You can check out that link if you want my dedicated guidance. It can help you if you think that you need my guidance. Then only book a call with me, and yeah. Okay, TechMong US, welcome to stream. Please read my chat. Hello, TechMong US, welcome to the stream. What's up? Okay, so this is done. Now it's the time to test it. Okay. So I think first we should remove all of it. Remove all the sessions. Remove all the sessions. Remove all the sessions. Okay. We have no session right now, and we have 3 users, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Satyam Bhosle, if not laptop, would you build a PC or like get a Mac Mini Studio? See, I'm a big fan of laptop because I like to travel and work. Like my goal is to leave my goal is to have a life where I can travel and I can work from anywhere. So for that, I don't think I'll ever build a PC. Maybe maybe I'll build a backup PC, but that's not the main goal. Asif Hamza. Hello Asif, welcome to the stream. Bro, from Bangladesh, I am finishing JavaScript, but I am not getting confidence. I have done many projects, React is running. Now it will be beneficial for me to watch any of your video series. See, if you see this backend series that we are following right now, it is a bit more complex. So before you follow the series, I will suggest you understand basics of Node.js, basics of Express, basics of database. That's it, just the basics, and then you can follow this. Because if you don't understand Express, routes, controllers, all these things, then it will get very overwhelming for you. Because here we are trying to build production grade practices. Like whatever we are coding here, the entire code structure is following a production grade standard. So before you get into production grade, I think first you should understand the basics. Okay. Satyam Bhosle, if not India, where would you move? Excluding the US and UK, more like non-tech hubs. I'll either go to Switzerland or New Zealand. Yeah, either Switzerland or New Zealand, because these two places are very peaceful, and yeah. Okay. Hey Abhi, hello Saurabh. Welcome to the stream. Saurabh Sagar, welcome to the stream. What's up? Okay. Fine. We have this. So first let's log in the user. And yesterday we implemented a proper request logging as well. So we can see that test user 2. Yeah. And here we can see that we are getting the logs as well. So now if I go here, this session we should see a particular refresh token with 0f5, right? And in my cookies I can see my access token. uh, like access token has been set. This is my access token HEUPE. Okay, now let's add a folder, add a request, refresh token. Okay, and here we have HTTP localhost API slash v1 slash auth slash, what was my auth, refresh dash token. Satyam Bhosle, no SEA countries. I mean, earn in dollars and then have kind of paradise life. Vietnam is getting lot of traction. Yeah, see Bali also. Indonesia is also attracting lots of people. Vietnam, okay. Satyam Bhosle, one freelancer built his 4-story sea-facing house. Imagine with freelance money. Yeah, man. See, freelancing is like a ocean, and it depends on how much fish you can catch. It's like that. And to catch fish, you have to be very skilled. Only if you're skilled enough, only then you will get projects, right? Fine, we have this refresh token, refresh dash token. Okay, now let's see what we get. Cannot find API service slash auth refresh token on this server. Okay, it's a post request. We are doing get request, that's why it should be a post request. Session not found. Was it possible? Session not found. Okay. Auth service. Updated session. Satyam, do you prefer staying at one location for long, or like keep moving on from one place to another? I want to live a life. I want to live a life where, like I can travel from one place to another frequently. That kind of life I want. So refresh token not found. Payload.session ID. Okay. First const. Let's debug it. Const console.log. Console.log payload. Okay. Try this again. Login. Keys. Okay, got the issue. Got the issue. Basically, in cookies. अरे भाई क्या यहाँ पे एक्टिव ओके रिफ्रेश टोकन वी हैव Satya, might be my question are non-tech related because coded for entire day. Yeah, you can ask questions, Satyam. There's like nothing wrong in that. You can ask questions. Satyam Bhosle, bro, even China is good. I mean, except the fact there's dictatorship and diplomatic relations, but the cyberpunk, like cities in 2026, it's yeah, man, China is like the tech in China is too good, I'll say. Okay. First, let's clear response. Cookies, clear all cookies. Log in this user. We got the cookie. Now let's refresh token. We are getting here. Session not found. Okay. So let's see what are we getting. Payload sub session ID, session ID, CD, and here we have session ID. Okay, this is the issue. Session ID. Okay. CD. Where is the CD coming from? We have to fix this one. Got it. So when we are when we are trying to log in, where is my auth service login? User ID. Okay. So when we log in, existing user, okay, session ID. Generate session ID. Access token, this session ID. Okay. Okay. Then this session ID, we are not storing it here. Got it. So here ID will be session ID will be create session type, create session type, session ID of type string. Okay. Repository create session. Okay. So just a sec. So here we need to pass ID as session ID. Okay. And type we have to call it ID only. ID. Okay. Auth service, fine. Now let's delete this session. Now if I log in, refresh one, yeah, got it. So that was the issue, like we were not storing that ID, that's why. Orbit, hello Orbit, welcome to the stream. What do you say about Java Spring Boot backend? See, Java Spring Boot is one of the strongest backend framework, but it depends on what's your experience. Like, like as a fresher, what I have seen is that, if you want to get a job as a Java Spring Boot developer, as a complete beginner, just out of college, you have no experience of internship or job, right? Then it is a bit difficult for a Java Spring Boot developer to get a job, because if you do your own research, you will find that in they will say that at least 2 years of experience is required. So fresher cannot get 2 years of experience without getting into any company. So, but if you already have experience, more than 1 year of experience or 1.6 years of experience, then you can get into Java Spring Boot. Like, then it's very easy to get a job. Satyam Bosle, don't try to load the token, especially for cookie much. I faced this once. I loaded the cookies with auth, okay, info, and then backend failed to set the access token cookie. Okay. Hold on. So right now, okay, got it. Just a sec. Delete it again. Delete this. Login first. I'll log in first. Okay, I logged in here, and here we have this. So here the refresh token is 13F, right? Now if I rotate, it has been rotated, and now if I do this, it should change. It is 664, like it is the hashed one. Okay, and now if I go and to this controller, get logged in user controller, and after this I get the access token here, get this access token, and yeah, bearer. Okay, yeah, now it is working fine. Yeah, so access token rotation is working absolutely fine. Kwang Nuan, welcome to stream, Kwang Nuan. Do you think .NET developer can compete with Spring Boot in the job market? Actually, I have no idea about .NET. Like I have never used .NET, so I don't have much idea about .NET. But I have seen that lots of companies do look for .NET developers, but similar job market experience is required in .NET. Okay, Asif. Brother, I want to learn Python and Django instead of Node.js and Express for backend development. Will this be a problem in future or will it be good? See, Python and Django. Django was one of the first backend framework that I ever learned. So I will always have a special place because using Django, I got my first freelancing projects. So yeah, Django is very good, but like for something simple, Django can be very complex. But Django is like very strongly opinionated, and batteries included framework, like it has admin panel or entire authentication system. Everything is there in Django. Instagram uses Django, Spotify uses Django. So these companies are using Django at scale. So yeah, Django has a demand, especially Django REST framework. Okay. Satyam, are you going to build mobile app projects on stream? Yeah, in future, yes, I have a plan to build mobile apps as well. Okay. See, the thing is, I don't build mobile apps on stream because mobile apps takes lots of computing resources. Like Android Studio only takes half of the RAM. So stream can lag. Maybe in future, if I get a better system, then yes. Okay. So rotation is done. So just a sec. This is done. This is done. All the repository done. It is working absolutely fine. Okay. This is done. Okay. Session revoked. Okay. Fine. Security. Why token reuse detection matters? Refresh token A. Server rotates token B. Attacker install refresh token A. Okay. So for this this one, reuse access, how are we doing that? Incoming refresh token hash, we are hashing it. Okay. Session dot install. Incoming refresh token hash and stored one. We have this. Okay. So this one we need to understand a bit more. See what is happening right now. Delete this, and delete this again. First I log in. First login again. I logged in. So after login, I have a particular refresh token already. Hash of the refresh token. Right. Okay. Akshad Rathod. भाई कोडिंग टीचिंग जॉब मिले है 15 के सैलरी है क्या करूँ ले लो भाई जो मिल रहा है ले लो सत्यम भोसले and if you're not satisfied with it first get a job and then along with the job upskill yourself then switch Satyam Bhosle, yes, but if you use React Native plus Expo, you don't need that. You can just see your output on the mobile and just cast the screen via Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. That's it. Okay, Satyam, thanks for the idea. I'll check it out. Orbit, do you have any idea on how to easily sideload a React Native app onto iOS for free? I use Expo, but say if I want to install for offline use on my iOS, then what is the What is the easy way without having a MacBook? I have no idea, bro. Satyam Bhosle, do you think teaching as profession is seen as not so cool thing, but as self-taught programmer, you realize if someone is there with you to hold your hand through the problem you face? That's why we don't have much good teachers. I don't know why like people look down upon teachers, because teaching is actually one of the, like, it's one of the most important profession. If there are no teachers, then how will we learn, right? Even on, like, for example, if there's no teaching culture, nobody will ever make a tutorial on YouTube. So then also you will not be able to learn, right? So like this mindset has to change. Like, teaching is not a good job. Teaching is one of the best jobs in my opinion. And with edtech, even teachers are earning a lot. So that barrier is also gone, that in teaching you cannot earn more. Okay. So see, now when we log in, we have a refresh token hash, right? So what is happening? First, remove this. So first we are verifying the refresh token that we are getting from a request, and like that refresh token we are getting from cookie. Then we are finding the session. Okay, this is not done. Okay, then incoming refresh token hash. So then we are hashing that refresh token, and then we are comparing both of them. Yeah, I mean, this makes sense. This makes sense. This makes sense. Okay, so incoming refresh token hash, hash it, session dot refresh token hash. Already have it, and then we're hashing that. So just to check this, console dot log incoming refresh token hash. Then we have console dot log session refresh token session dot refresh token hash. Okay, now let's again delete it for now, and now if I log in, we have this, and we have this here. Okay, now if I go here, we are getting this. Now we'll see. Okay, so because of this crypto, like this hashing algorithm that we got here, where is it? Algorithm. Yeah. This one, SHA-256, this one. Okay. Will this create same hash for two different refresh tokens? If two are actually different, okay. Same input, same hash. Okay. Okay, so if refresh tokens input is same, oh, got it. Okay, understood. Fine. So basically, if see here, what when we are actually verifying it, when we are creating a refresh token, we are storing a particular data inside a refresh token, right? So that if that data is same, then the hash will be same. That's the main logic. That's why we are not getting this. Refresh token reuse detected. Satyam Bhosle, just a suggestion, when you build your SaaS, keep your auth in a different DB schema. Earlier, I should dump everything in public schema. Was new to DBs. Okay, got it, Satyam. In React Native Expo, there's no need to Android Studio for that dev. You can install Expo Go app, and that's it. Okay, understood, Satyam. Use Argon 2 for the password hashing in production. Okay, understood. So now we have this part I think is done. Hold on, close this. Yeah, this one. Production practice here. Okay, understood. This is a real production. Okay, so for this one, so this is also done. Refresh token rotation is done now. Now secure cookie handling. Okay, now I'll go here. We start with secure cookie handling. Secure cookie handling. Yeah, okay. सैम, हेलो सैम, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. भाई जो आप अपना सैस कर रहे हो इससे पैसे कैसे कमाओगे? सी राइट नाउ द मेन सैस दैट आई एम बिल्डिंग इट ऑफ स्ट्रीम. इट्स कॉल्ड क्लोज फ्लो. Like it will be a subscription based SaaS. It's a simple AI GPT wrapper, but it does solve a very good problem. So that's why I'm building it. Okay, but the thing is, subscription for that SaaS will be very low. So yeah, that's it. Dev, hi bro. Hello Dev, welcome to the stream. Ritesh, welcome to stream Ritesh. Hey bro, I started learning backend last week. I'm currently at authentication part, but I'm confused where to start. Any advice please? Okay, see for authentication, I'll show you something. See for authentication, you have to follow a certain steps. First is you have to create a database design, and to create the database design, you have to create your ER diagram, something like this. Then first you create your database design. Then you start with registration. You have to go step by step. Then after registration, you work on login. Then token handling. Then cookie handling, automated middleware. All these things go step by step. Okay. Shiv Kumar, hello Shiv, welcome to the stream. Hey bro, I just completed my second year. I haven't learned anything in development till now. And now from where should I start? What tech stack I should choose? Please give me some career advice. Okay Shiv Kumar, first tell me which programming language do you know? Ritesh, as of now I have created a Notes CRUD app. Okay, nice. Great API, okay. Payment gateway you're using your SaaS. I'm using Dodo Payments. Excellent. Now you move into a very important security engineering layer, secure cookie handling. This phase is about secure credential transport. Most developers think cookies are simple. Built-in production, system cookies, configuration, browser behavior, CSRF protection. This is very important. Cross-site rules, token exposure, all becomes critical security concerns. This is a real backend security topic. First principle, why are we using cookies at all? Because refresh tokens are high value credentials. If stolen, attacker can continuously mint new access tokens. Satyam Bhosle, how is Dodo Payments in terms of payouts? See, I'm using for payouts now. I have learned one thing. If you need payouts, if you want to send money to your user's bank account, then you need to register your business, because I have tried a lot of different methods, but every method requires business registration, right? So that's why in my SaaS that I'm currently building, it's a SaaS where money is coming to me. I'm not sending money to anyone, right? So it's a subscription based plan. So that's why Dodo Payments is good, because it can manage subscription really well. and it can also manage one-on-one payments really well. So that's what Dodo payment. But for payouts, no matter which no matter which payment gateway you use, you have to register your business first. You need to get that. Lots of documentation is required. Okay. Why not local storage? Because XS cross-site scripting. If attacker inject JS token stolen stored instantly. Why HTTP only cookies are better? Java cannot access them. Okay, JavaScript cannot access them. Got it. Huge security improvement. Even if access happens, token theft become much harder. Important security model. Access token stored front-end memory. Short-lived, disposable. Refresh token stored HTTP only secure cookie. Okay. What you will learn: cookie security flags, HTTP only secure same site. Cookie scope restriction, path and domain. Okay, CSRF protection concepts, environment aware cookie config, cookie expiration strategy, logout cookie clearing, browser cross origin behavior. Okay, so for this HTTP only cookies, most important flag. HTTP. Okay, so let's just see. Close this, close, and it goes. So for cookies, we have created a utility function. We have this auth helper. So this is where we are setting our cookies. Auth Kuldeep. Welcome to stream, Kuldeep. Neither store the token nor in request URL attacker can steal the token using XSS CSRF and also allow origin header. Okay, got it. Modi ji, welcome to stream, Modi ji. Make a SaaS which offer online jhalmuri. Okay, that is funny. Online jhalmuri. See, actually झालमुरी ऑनलाइन हो ही नहीं सकता है, क्योंकि क्या है ना, झालमुरी इफ़ यू डोंट ईट इट इन नेक्स्ट 5 minutes it becomes very saggy. Shivam Kumar, I have done DSA in C++. I know the basics of Python, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. I know basics of Java cause last time I had Java oops in Java paper. Okay, nice, Shivam. Satyam Bhosle, but one good thing with Dodo payments is you can have payouts in regional payments modes. Yeah, I agree, Satyam Bhosle. See, Dodo payments and all these. See, Razorpay has lots of overused complications, I would say. So that's why I go for either Polar payments or Dodo payments. Okay. So HTTP only true is there. Blocks document.cookie from accessing cookie. Okay. Very important. What does this do? Blocks document.cookie from accessing cookie. Without it, attacker JS can steal tokens. Huge vulnerability. Always used for refresh tokens. Okay. Secure flag. Secure. Okay. With secure, it is only sent over HTTPS. If true, it is only used for HTTPS. So in production only. Okay. Why this matters? Okay. In development, secure false. Okay. Production pattern. Done. Same site flag. Very important. What is CSRF? Cross-site request forgery. Cross-site request forgery. Attack examples: user logged into your app.com. Attacker tricks user into visiting evil.com. Browser automatically sends cookies to your app.com. Oh. Johan highlights. Bro, yesterday I asked question about how to begin the backend engineering. So I'm interested in Python. So can suggest how to go into this field. Okay. See, first, if you want to get with Python, first understand the basics of Python really well. Watch 1 or 2 good videos on Python and code along with those videos. Right. And after that, start with Fast API. Learn Fast API. and refer header for always okay, with time the link okay, got it Kuldeep. फेरोनिक्स भाई मैं कोडेक्स से प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने का कोशिश करती हूँ और कोडेक्स पूरा प्रोजेक्ट बना देता है. मैं सीखूँ जी कैसे. या दैट्स व्हाई डोंट यूज़ कोडेक्स इज़ नॉट फॉर टीचिंग. इट विल एक्चुअली बिल्ड इंटायर थिंग. वायरल थ्रेड. मैंने लीड मैनेजमेंट CRM सॉफ्टवेयर क्रिएट किया है बोथ बैकएंड एंड फ्रंट एंड. अगर मैं खुद सीख कर भी ट्राई करता. हाँ AI adding so much value in our lives. Yeah, man, I agree. NG then the Nest.js or Hono. Hono. Right now, I am very much interested in Hono first. Okay, transfer. Okay, same site. Control cross-sending, cookie sending. Strict, strongest. Lacks, balanced, none. Okay. For your current auth system, use strict. Accident security default. Why? Your refresh route auth/refresh does not need third-party cross-site access, so strict is ideal. Same site, none. Requires. Okay. Cookie path scoping. Most overlooked production practices. Cookies sent to every route. Unnecessary exposure. Oh, got it. This reduces attack surface. Oh, got it. Now we can do this. And this will be refresh token. Okay. Now let's try it again. Delete this. Okay. And here, clear all cookies. Here also cookies. Clear response. Login. Clear response. Okay, so first let's log in normally. We got this. Now let's refresh. We have this, and now it is F0A, and now it will change. Correct, it is working. Okay, so this is very important actually. So yeah, we actually pass the refresh token path here. Pass the refresh token path here. चिराग नायडू, वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम. चिराग, एजेंटिक AI कितना टाइम लगता है सीखने में? सी एजेंटिक AI का फर्स्ट यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड बैक नॉर्मल फुल स्टैक वेल, बिकॉज एजेंटिक AI will reside inside your some kind of application, right? And for first understand what is AI agents. We have an LLM, and agentic AI is just your LLM has access to tools. These tools can be function for sending your email, function for creating a post. So basically this LLM decides which function to call. That is agentic AI. So it is not so difficult. I have actually built a simple AI agent in my previous streams. You can watch it. Johan highlights. Yeah, I have started learning fast API. But which stack is better for backend? Should I stay in Python or should I change language? Okay. See, first you need to understand why you want to get into Python. If you just want to get into full stack development, then maybe Python is a good choice. It is a good choice. Python is a good choice. But if you want an advantage where you in future, if you want to get into a core AI ML, then you can get into that easily. Then you can go for Python, right? But if you are not interested in AI ML, then you can get into JavaScript ecosystem. Feronix, welcome to stream Feronix. भैया भाई जब से गेम ऑफ थ्रोन्स देखना स्टार्ट किया हूँ कोडिंग में फोकस नहीं दे पा रहा हूँ. अच्छा, सी मैं तो बोलूँगा कि सीरीज़ को एज अ हॉबी देखो. लाइक 1-2 घंटे के लिए सोने के पहले देख सकते हो, बाकी का दिन मत देखो. एंड मेरे को तो द बॉयज़ का सीज़न देखने के बाद मेरा सीरीज़ से भरोसा उठ चुका है. गाइज, डिड यू वॉच द बॉयज़ फिनाले? Like I think they ruined it, to be very honest. So yeah, do let me know if anyone has seen Boys. Okay, fine. Cookie domain scoping, advanced concept. Controls which domain receive cookies. Example API example.com. Ah, okay. For now, avoid setting explicit domain unless necessary. Browser defaults are safer for learning. Okay. Cookie expiration strategy important. Bad. 70. Okay. Good. Use same env. Oh. Okay. So we are doing this here. Are we? Yes, we are doing this. Yeah. Okay. Fine. We are doing this. Okay. Fine. HTTP only, secure, same site, max age. Max age, okay, fine. Clearing cookies on logout. Johan highlights. Initially, I started Python because currently I'm studying AI/ML engineering. Oh, then you can stick to Python and fast API ecosystem. Revoke session, clear cookie. Nakul Kumbare. Post SQL command is same as SQL. Some of them are similar. Most of them are similar, but PostgreSQL has some different commands as well. Refresh token HTTP only, secure, same site. Clearing config must match original cookie config. Okay. Okay. Cross origin cookie behavior include with credentials true. Okay. Access token should not be cookie. Very important. Guys, never send your access token in your cookies. Okay. Give me the full code for logout. फेरोनिक्स भाई बुक 101 कॉल पे क्या प्रोजेक्ट में तुम हेल्प करोगे सी दिस बुक 101 कॉल इज लाइक आई विल फर्स्ट अंडरस्टैंड तुम्हारा लाइक आपका करंट स्किल्स क्या है आपके स्ट्रेंथ्स क्या है वीकनेसेस क्या है एंड उसके हिसाब से आपकी प्रिपरेशन कैसी है एंड उसके बाद आपको क्या एग्जैक्टली क्या करना है नेक्स्ट मे बी नेक्स्ट 1 मंथ नेक्स्ट 2 मंथ जब भी आप कंपनीज में अप्लाई करना स्टार्ट करोगे आपको मैं एंड टू एंड एक पूरा स्टेप बाय स्टेप एक एक्शन प्लान दूंगा जो आप आंख बंद करके फॉलो कर सकते हो और उसके बाद इट विल इंक्रीज योर चांसेस ऑफ गेटिंग अ जॉब ओके Frakes 34. Welcome to stream, Frakes 34. Abhishek, whenever I sit to build something, I always get distracted by YouTube or Instagram. What should I do? First, whenever you sit to code, if you are watching a tutorial on YouTube, then stick to that. Don't watch anything else. And if you're not watching any tutorial while coding, then turn your phone off or turn your internet off and keep your phone in silent and keep it away from you. And then code for at least 45 minutes straight. Then take a break for 5 minutes and then code again. Okay, logout. Logout is fairly simple, right? Clear cookies. Export const clear cookies. So we have this modules controller, yeah, create logout, export const logout controller, catch async request of type request, response of type response, Juan highlights. According to you, which is better skill along with backend to get into job by 2028? Along with backend, first become a full stack developer. Second, after that, you can, you know, coldly focus on, maybe you can get into deeply how to build agentic AI. Like build end-to-end AI agents. That will be very much in demand. Pheronix, personal mentor in book one-on-one call. Yes, Pheronix. If you're interested in that, you can book a one-on-one call with me. The link is in the description of the stream. Modi Z, is it possible to build a SaaS that takes down? Yeah, actually, you can build that. You can build that. There, you need to use NLP concepts as well. You can build that SaaS. So for logout. So how will logout work? Understand this. So what is the logout mechanism? First, we have to check if only only logged in user can log out, right? So first step, check login. Second, after checking login, after logout, I need to remove that session from my session table. Get the refresh token. Step 3, remove the session from the session table, and after this we have to clear the cookies. So this is the basic steps when it comes to logout, right? Okay, so for checking logout, okay, hold on, where is my route? For this, router dot route slash logout slash post and auth middleware, and here we have logout controller. Okay, Joan highlights, currently my interest is backend. I'm not interested in full stack, so I can move for AI oriented jobs as you suggested to learn full stack first. See, why I'm telling you to get into full stack, because see, in next 3 to 4 years, AI will reach a point where writing code will be very easy for it, even writing production grade code, right? So see, right now front end demand is slowly declining, and with time only full stack developers, I think, will survive, because you need a more you need a developer that you understand both full stack and full stack, like front end and back end both, right? So that's why I'm telling you, first understand full stack, then get into building agentic AI. Okay, logout controller. Okay, so now what is happening here is const user equals request dot user, fine, dot user dot, okay, then await. Okay, so first logout controller user ID, session ID, you have to delete that particular session ID. Yeah, we have to delete that session ID. Sheshik, what is the role of you? I'm trying to build my own startup and build, my goal is to build my own startup. I left my job 3 months ago. So this is my request dot user logout controller. Okay, So in my auth service, async logout, and we need to pass the session user ID as well. Yep, we have to pass the user ID of type string and session ID of type string. Okay, first we have to find the session by user ID. Find the session by user ID interface. Find session by user ID. Find session by user ID. But here we'll get okay. No. By user ID and session ID both. We have user ID of type string and we'll have session ID of type string, and here we get promise of type session or null. Okay, now in my repository layer, here we have user ID of type string, session ID of type string. Okay, now we have const session equals await prisma dot session dot find first, where we have ID is session ID and user ID. Okay, find the first management folder. No. What is your previous role? In my previous company, I worked as a Spring Boot developer. Frax 34. What topic should I learn in Gen AI? In Gen AI, first understand how to integrate your LLM in your existing application. That is the first thing. Then second thing, understand about prompting. Then understand about tool calling. Understand these things. Okay, so now we are getting this return session. Okay, so now in my auth service we'll have const session equals await this dot auth or repo dot this, and we are passing the पहले क्या पास कर रहे हैं? What are we passing first? User ID. We are passing user ID first. User ID, and then we are passing the session ID. Okay. So now we have this, and if there is no session, throw new app error. We can say session not found, or you are not authorized to perform this action. Okay, and we can say 401. Fine. वंदन मेहता, हेलो वंदन, वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम। तो अभी आप फ्रीलांसिंग में स्प्रिंग बूट का ही कर रहे हो या कुछ और? मैं फ्रीलांसिंग में स्प्रिंग बूट नहीं यूज़ करता हूँ, अभी तो मैं नोड जेएस यूज़ कर रहा हूँ, और पहले मैं जैंगो यूज़ करता था। session. If there's no session, this we have this. Okay, so once we have the session, now we need to delete the session. We have to delete the session. So to delete this session, what I need to do is interface delete session ID of type string, and this will be promise of type void. Okay, now we have this. Okay, now we have async delete session ID of type string, delete session, await prisma dot session dot delete, where ID is session ID. Okay, and here we have this await this dot auth repo dot delete session, and here we have session dot ID. We deleted the session, and after we delete the session, what we do, we're not returning anything. Satya Bhosle, what's the difference between Django and Fast API? You know, our Fast API structure is more or less like Express.js. You have lots of freedom, and if you know Flask, it is a bit like Flask as well. And see, Django, it has its own ORM, it has its own admin panel, it has its own authentication system. Freak34, so what good project should I make with Mern on own before moving on other frameworks? See, try to build products, like whatever product that you are using. For example, if you're using Instagram, try to build a smaller version of Instagram. If you're using Flipkart, try to use a smaller version of Flipkart. What are you making? I'm trying to build the backend of an authentication system. The game of code. By best resource bata do for Spring Boot. For Spring Boot, you can go to this YouTube channel. Just as I'll show you, go to YouTube. And here search Embark X. This is one of the best YouTube channel if you want to learn Spring Boot. Or if not, you can also go to Telesco YouTube channel. This is also very good. Satyam, oh, so Django is more like a framework with batteries included. Yes. Satyam, mostly I'm wrapping up now. Not now. Right now we have to implement logout, and then we have to implement logout from all devices. So 2 endpoints are still remaining for today. So once I do that, then only we'll wrap up. Not now. Okay. The game of code. Okay, bro. Thanks. Welcome, game of code. So this is done. We don't have to return anything here. So after this logout is done, auth controller. What we can do is await auth service dot logout, and here we need to pass user dot user ID as string and user dot session ID as string. We got this. Yep, we got this. Now after this we have to clear cookies. Clear cookies, and we are passing res and cookie name as well. We're passing res. Yeah, we can pass it here, refresh token, and then we can send the response res 200 success true message user logged out successfully. Okay, now clear cookies. We are passing here res of type response and res, and then we are passing cookie name, which is of type string. Then we can do here, okay, res dot clear cookie, and we have to pass the key name. We're passing the cookie name. Okay, hold on. Okay, and then we have to pass these things. Copy this entirely. Copy this. Paste it here. HTTP only is true. Secure, same site. Max age and path. This comment not needed. This comment not needed here. Okay, we are clearing cookie, but here I think we should make it like this. Yeah, I think this will be better. Cookie name. Fine. We are clearing the cookie, right? So we have this. Let's log in again. Let's log in again. Let's. But the thing is, yeah, we're getting it both. Yeah, understood. So now if I log in again, I'll get two of these, right? One is 01 and 4D. Now if I go here and create a new request, hold on. Yeah, also one more thing I need to do is refresh token. I need to get my refresh token from my cookie. Also the refresh token as well, right? So this I can do here, auth controller. I get the token. Okay. Yeah, so this is also not required. Okay, hold on. Viral thread, एक full MVP को build करने में कितना time लगता है, like as you building? Oh, that depends. If it's a complex application, then it can take at least, at max, it can take 1 month or more than 1 month as well. It depends on how much time you can dedicate. So we have the refresh token, right? Res.cookie, but it is one thing. Let's see what we are doing. Session ID. Yeah, okay. Okay. Session ID. Because token ID for active session. Okay, got it. Yeah, this is correct. Now we can do this. Okay. So I logged in. Now if I create a new route, add request, logout, user, request, http localhost 4000/API slash v1 slash auth slash logout, and now if I do this, authentication required. Okay, we have to pass the access token here. Access token, logout, header, authorization, and now logout. User logged out, and if I go here, yeah. Now if I try this again, session not found. Very good. Okay. And any other apps you use which are useful in daily life, like Notion? I use Excalidraw. I use Notion. That's it. I use VS Code. I use ChatGPT. That's it. Now we have to see. Now what is happening is one user can log out with multiple sessions, and the whole point of using session is to allow one user to log in from multiple devices. So if we have multiple devices, we need an endpoint where we can do logout from all devices, right? So we have to do that as well. So export const logout user from all sessions, catch async request of type request, response of type response. Okay. Faizan Mohammed, welcome to streams. Faizan Mohammed. Bro, hi, I want to get strong in the web and networks. Any way to prepare properly do it? See, web and networks, you need to understand computer networking really well. You can go to this YouTube channel. Computer networks gate smashes playlist. You can follow this playlist, it is very good. So const, hold on. Okay, just a sec. What is happening here is we have to delete all the session of this particular user. Okay, that's what we need to do. Fine. Dyland, by the way, thanks for telling me about Notion. It's very useful. Oh, welcome Dyland, welcome. Log out from all sessions. Fine. Okay, so first const user equals request dot user, and then we are going to do await auth service. Async logout. Hold on. Yeah, logout user from all sessions. We have user ID of type string, and here we can do first this user ID. Okay, you have to check of this particular user. Okay. Faizan Mohammed, thank you. Welcome Faizan Mohammed. Suresh Kumar, okay, message react, okay. So first we need to do this session, okay. Delete all sessions. Interface, we have delete all user delete user all sessions. sessions. We have user ID of type string. Okay, promise of type void. We can create a for loop as well. Actually, see, there are two ways where I can delete it all together with one db query, or we can create for loop, and each, like inside loop, we check. Okay, let's go with this for now. Auth repository, async delete user all session, user ID of type string, then await prisma dot session dot delete many, where user ID. Suresh Kumar, I want to know one thing, that here we are using interfaces for what method services a repository contains. Is that right, or any other reason? Yeah, so interface is actually a blueprint of a repository class, so that we just create the declaration here, and we define, like we just define it here and then we declare it here. Okay, log out from all sessions, right? So for this to work, we have the user ID, but we need to check this user and this user ID. See, we are checking authentication there. Okay, what you can do is, we can fetch all the sessions. Okay, we can fetch all the sessions, fetch all sessions. Okay, let's do one thing, that here repository, but user and session ID we don't have, right? Okay, so fetch all sessions. Okay, so here we can do find all sessions, find all sessions. Here we have promise of session array, find all sessions, repository, async const sessions equals await prisma dot session dot find many, Suresh, we can use only for repository, otherwise services and controllers also. What is the best practice? Actually, we can use, see, interface layer is there because we want dependency injection. Basically, we want our authentic, like the repository layer to be independent, so that in future if I want to change Prisma to Drizzle, I just need to make change in these files. Or maybe if I want to use Mongoose for NoSQL database, I just need to change the code in these files and everything else will work absolutely fine. Okay, find many, and then we are returning the sessions. Return the sessions, fine. Okay. Okay, nice. We are getting this. Find all sessions service. Okay. Or we can do is find all session of this particular user. Yeah, that we can do. We don't need to do this. Find all sessions find user all sessions, and we are doing user ID of type string. Okay, and here we are doing find many, where user ID. Okay, find user all sessions, correct. Now what we can do is const sessions equals await this dot auth repo dot find find user all sessions, find user all sessions, find user all sessions. Yeah, we have here user ID of type string. Okay, auth service auth repo dot find user all sessions and pass this user ID. Okay, now what we can do is we can loop through these sessions. Yeah, we can loop through this session for const session of sessions. We can simply call that dial end. I have one concern about Notion, as we have unavailable nodes on it. Is our data safe? See, brother, I'll tell you one thing very honestly. Most of the applications that are using AI, basically Notion has AI in it, right? So how are they training their AI? If you think carefully, how are they training their AI model? They are using our data. So they will not say it, but obviously our data is not entirely safe. Siddhant, hi bro. Hello Siddhant, welcome to the stream. Use Obsidian. Okay. Yeah, let's see what is Obsidian. Let's see. Obsidian. How is Obsidian? Nice. Get Obsidian for Windows. It is installing, downloading. Fine. So we are doing session. So what we can do is await this dot auth repo dot delete session, and we can pass session dot ID. Done. Now what we can do, we don't need to return anything. Yeah, we did this. We got this. Yeah, we got this. And now we have this is done, auth controller. So now we are doing this await auth service dot logout user from all sessions, and here we need to do user dot user ID as string. Fine. Now clear cookies, res refresh token, or simply we can just send the this thing and this thing, and here we can explicitly say refresh token, and this is not required then. Okay, we have this. Then we can do send response, send response res 200 success true message user logged out of all devices. Okay, fine. Satyam Bhosle, bro, why loop? Just delete via the user ID, na? See, here what we are doing is basically we have multiple sessions. One user can have multiple. I'll show you just a sec. Right now we have one session only. Now if I log in again, this same user has two sessions. This same user has, arey yaar, yeah, same user has two sessions, right? So now if I do this, and in my auth route I need to use it, router route logout all devices post auth middleware logout user control नहीं यार क्या था logout user from all sessions, yeah, this one. Okay, now I'll do this add request log out user from all devices post request http localhost 4000/api/v1/auth/logout all devices. Now let's see, authentication required obviously. So now if I log in again, we have this, and here if I go headers authorization bearer, do this, now we'll see all of this is deleted. Now let's do one thing. First I log out as test user 1, test user 1, login, then again and again. I have 3 for test user 1. Now let's log in as test user 2, test user 2, test user 2, test user 2. Okay, now let's log in as test user 1 again, and let me get this access token, and here let's pass this. So before I send the request, if I come here, see, for user ID 77 we have 2 and DAD has 1 2 3 4. Okay, so now if I send user logged out of all devices, now if I do this, see, only sessions for user 2 is there. User ID and session is not expired. Okay, Siddhant, today at our college we had a seminar which they told us that CS students are dumb, where they said that there are less jobs and there are more number of students. Do AI doomed us? Is CS dead? Bro, see, this is called classic example of fear mongering. I'm sure that some kind of a guest came in your college and he wanted to sound very relatable and all that shit. That's why he said those things. But the thing is, see, just from job perspective, see, there are 10 different perspective of same thing, right? So if you're looking from job perspective, now market is changing. We cannot deny the fact that market is changing, and it is, market is also having during lockdown companies overhired a lot. Now also they are firing and they are blaming it on AI, but like it's mixed cases, right? So now market is changing because companies are overbetting on AI. That's why they are started firing people. But later on, in next 2 years, again market will become stable, because still we need people to, AI will write the code, but still we need people to guide AI how to write the code. So yeah. Yes, but session has the user ID, right? Yes, session has the user ID. It's easier to, okay. Nice. I had one doubt that instead of calling multiple times inside loop, if we take all session IDs and array and use single query and delete all sessions. Okay. And on logout all the means delete all the sessions of the user, right? And every session has the user ID too, right? Yes. I might be wrong, but say F of the most of the colleges. So yeah, this is done. But the thing is this the optimized way? We are finding all the sessions for that particular user. No need of the loop. That's what I'm saying. See, why I'm going for the loop here is, see, understand me very clearly. We are getting the user request dot user, right? So this user should be able to delete only their own particular sessions, right? For example, now in this, why am I doing this? Why am I finding all the sessions of this particular user? So that now I can just blindly run the loop, delete all of the sessions one by one. See, initially I also thought that we can delete sessions by delete many, but here one thing is missing. We are not verifying is, like session of this, like for example, this is user A, this is user A, and this is user B, right? And this is my table. Now user A logs in and he gets a token T1. User B logs in, gets the token T2, right? And then again user A logs in 3 T1, 4 T3, T4, something like that. Okay, so now what is happening? We are not checking if this token, is this user allowed to delete this. Like normally if you're not doing that, this user logged in, and if there's a hacker or some mistake it happens, then what will happen? This user can delete this user's token as well, right? So that's what I don't want to do. That this user, like for example editing a post, the user who created the post, only that user can edit the post, right? So here only the user who is logged in, only that user can delete their own particular token. You don't need to find the sessions for the user. No, I'm saying, like, can you explain? You want to delete the sessions of for a particular user ID. Yes. For delete all sessions. Yes, I agree. Yes. Okay. Then you have user ID, right? Yes, I have that. Oh, I get your point. I get your point. But the thing is, just a sec. That we have the ID, we can just delete it. Right. That's what we are saying. We can simply delete it. But this provides an extra layer of security. But I don't think this layer of security is required, because we are having order of n time complexity, right? Yeah, I get your point. That we have the user ID from request.user. Yes, yes, I got it. I got your point. So this is an overcomplication. Like this will work, but we are looping through it, and there can be n number of sessions, right? So what I can do is we don't need to find the session as well. We have the user ID. What we can do is simply await more performant way. Yes, I agree. So what we can do is here we can do auth repo dot this dot auth repo dot delete user all sessions, and here we can pass the user ID. This will also do the same thing, and this is much more efficient because we are not looping through the DB. Yeah, this is better approach. Yep. Okay. Auth helper. So now if I look which user is here, we have now let's log in as test user 3 as well. Test user 3. Test user 3. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we have so many sessions of test user 3. Now if I copy this, now if I do this, okay, if I send this, if I do this, yeah, this is same thing only. Yep, more performant way. Yes, we are not looping through the DB, so this is a better approach. So if this is here, then find user all session. This method is not required. This method is not required, and then find session by user ID and session ID. Find user also. Yeah, this method is not required. Okay, fine. Satyam Bhosle, plus it will go via single transaction too. Yes, fine. All right, so I can say that your Obsidian has been downloaded. Let's install it. But before that, I can say that secure cookie handling is done. Okay, fine. Yeah. Satyam Bhosle, FYI, but you shouldn't delete the session, bro. Yeah, like we should do soft delete. I know that, we should do soft delete where we can just simply use a is delete boolean, and if there's a delete of session, we can make it soft delete. I agree to that. Serial data for compliances, you need to data for minimum 60 to 90. Yes, I agree. Let's do that then. Let's actually do that. Let's go for soft delete. So for soft delete, what we can do is schema.prisma here is deleted, is revoked. Now let's add is deleted and make this boolean and at the rate default false. Okay, add this, then npm run db, rather is deleted, add deleted at. You can verify it against booleans via AI. Okay, deleted at. सैल्वेशन, ये एनकेएल सीबीएसई वालों ने इतना गंदी चेकिंग करी है, मेरे बस 82% एग्रीगेट बनी. इट्स ओके ब्रो, इतना टेंशन मत ले, मेरे से ज़्यादा ही है तेरे परसेंटेज. सो बी db generate. Okay, is deleted, we can do this, and we can also add a deleted at. At this date time. Okay, fine. Okay. Service, where is it? Login, just a sec. Remove this, not required. नहीं, ज़्यादा कम की बात नहीं है, बट ये है कि 85 के कम किया है तो 82 क्यों? एनीवेज, हाउ यू? आई एम गुड सैल्वेशन। सत्य, मेरी 65% थी, कुछ फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता उससे। या मैन, आई एग्री। लाइक 12 के परसेंटेज से घंटा फ़र्क पड़ता है। Suresh Kumar, even if you use previous approach, also you can push all the session IDs in array. Use an operator inside where a condition. Okay, nice. Okay, fine. Is revoked. Uh, is revoked. Okay. Revoke. Fine is deleted. सत्यम भोसले, मेरे साथ जेई मेंस निकाले हुए बंदे मुझसे ज़्यादा वर्स्ट केस में है। आई वाज लाइक व्हाट द एफ इज हैपनिंग? या ब्रो, इट हैपेंस। लाइक लाइफ में कौन आगे निकल जाएगा, कौन पीछे रह जाएगा, वी कैनॉट सी इट फ्रॉम क्लास 12 परसेंटेज, कॉलेज के परसेंटेज, वी कैनॉट सी दीज थिंग्स फ्रॉम दैट सेशंस। सो नाउ आई थिंक दिस डिलीटेड एट, उसको वी कैन रिमूव, नॉट रिक्वायर्ड। Satyam Bhosle, my personal experience compared a lot myself to others. Guess what? I becoming worse. Stop that and just thought about upgrading myself at a very better state plus mental peace. Oh yeah, man. See, comparison is the thief of joy. Maybe generate npm run db migrate npm run dev. So now we just need to make some logical issues, like logical changes, auth service. So when we are log out, log out, delete session. So delete session repository, delete session. Yeah. Instead of, we can do this update where this data is deleted to true कर दो. That's it. Make it to true and make it update many where this and data make is deleted to true. That's it. That's the only change. So we have this, and here we have is related to false. and this is for example, now if I log in as test user 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I go here, we have these A4, okay, and it is false. Now if I take this, and if I do log out of all devices, go here, pass this, and do this, user logged out of all devices. Now if I do this, what we get? True. That's it. Sandesh. Hello Sandesh, welcome to the stream. Bro, LinkedIn nowadays is just trash. Suggest some better ways to apply for authentic vacancies. Twitter, use Twitter and cold email. Twitter and cold email. Build in public in Twitter and also use cold email. Suresh, Bhaiya, could you read about CSRF, Bhaiya? Yeah, sure, we can read about CSRF right now. Okay, LinkedIn is like old people using Facebook nowadays. Yeah, man, I stopped using LinkedIn. Satyam Bhosle, I posted a article like, okay, but what's the achievement in it? Plus, what's the content isn't there? How he or she felt is there. I agree, man. Yeah, fine. We have this. So this is done. Before we wrap this up, we have to go through a few things as well. Okay, so I'll say that this is done. Here I have done this. And now I want to go this. Authentication middleware. Satyam, I know a few people who were my classmates used to sound cool as if they are nerds and now posting dumb shit on LinkedIn. Relatable, bro, I know. That's why I don't even use LinkedIn. Satyam Bhosle, that's when I realized I'm missing on nothing by ditching LinkedIn. True, Sandesh, I have authentic experience of 2 years applying through LinkedIn and after just resigning a job, working for 8 months and just questioning on those 2 years of grind I did. Come with Raj. Bro, I have issue with SMTP server for order received or place notification on email. You can use resend. If you're going with Node.js, you can use resend. So before we wrap this up, I need to push this to GitHub. Okay. This branch switch feature slash refresh token rotation and log out. We have this branch git branch git status git add git status git commit refresh token rotation and logout feature implemented git branch push to origin from this branch git push back main branch, then git branch. Okay, now if I go to my GitHub, is it recent free or should I go for Gmail SMTP? But when go for Gmail SMTP, my render block for to SMTP. Now I have to solve the issue. If you are using recent, then please try to have another email service for a serious project or gigs, because it goes down another is up unless some country okay. If you know, you know. Okay, elite bully. Okay, got it. If I go to repositories, and here if I go, now we have logout, backend, src, modules, service. Got it. Okay, now let's go to the main branch. Now let's go to main branch. Now here commands git merge origin main merge origin main. Now we have to do this git merge this and see the feature name. This is the feature name. Git merge, then git branch main, git push to origin from main, git push to origin from main. Okay, got it. Now if I go here and if I refresh it, we have this src, we have modules, service. Yeah, we have this. And guys, the code is available. The code for this particular phase is available in my GitHub repository. You can use this code. For SAS, try Husky. Okay. It helps to have a consistent commit message shape. Okay, got it. No name. Hello, no name. Welcome to stream. Abhishek sir, do you think MTech is important for job and which student should focus on MTech? See, MTech is not important for job because if you need a job, you can get a job after BTech as well. But if you want, if for example you got a career gap for more than 2 years, then you can go for MTech. And see, MTech people usually go for MTech if they don't get a job in next 2 years, then they go for MTech. Or if they want to get into PhD, that's also why they do masters. Or else they do MTech like if they want to go abroad for further studies. What name here? Where to learn TypeScript from? You can learn TypeScript from YouTube channel called Charcode YouTube channel. You can find TypeScript there. But TypeScript playlist is there. You can learn it from there. Okay. So this is done. This is done. This is done. So CSRF. Surgical forgery is an attack that forces an end user to execute unwanted action to a web application with the help of social engineering, such as sending link via email or chat. An attacker may trick users of web application if the victim is a normal user. Okay, like transferring funds. Okay, so known as number of C-surf. Okay, mention measure that do not work. Like, okay, get request, transfer parameters, execute action, money. This as the victim. Maria falls constraint on the following exploit URL. Bank.com transfer Maria account this. This URL is logged into banking application. You know done. Okay. Fine. Satyam Bhosle, bro, Andrej Karpati join Anthropic. Yes, I know. I saw. Also check Better Auth too. Okay, I'll check it out. Better Auth. Let's see what is Better Auth. Auth docs. Installation. Okay. Mm-hmm. Prisma. Yeah, this is done. Okay. Better Auth. Auth.ts file. Okay, got it. Oh, basically we have the control over code. Like we just copy paste the code and the data will remain in my own database as well. Got it. Check integration plugins and authentication. Integrations. Exactly. Got it. Satyam. It is free. Enterprise is better auth free. Yes, the better of 100% free. Oh, nice. Better auth is 100% free. प्राइसिंग कहाँ से आया भाई? Got it. Nice. Session. Okay. Server. Yes. Yes, it's open source. Okay, Satyam Bose. Also with it can deploy their own OIDC too. Nice. Oh, it has Hono for. Yeah, we have to get into this deeply. Something like your own OAuth. Oh, nice, Satyam. Got it. See what's happening in my Twitter. What's happening in Twitter? Release note for Grok build with. Tell me one thing you can do that Claude cannot do. Working with San Francisco founders made me realize that they treat Google like we treat TCS. Nice. Are you using Hono? Yes, I have started learning about Hono as well because I got interested in Hono. Like I'm doing it off stream. Parlay stocks after today. Yeah, man, I saw. Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang said, AI will create more. Yeah, I got it. Name a company that completely lost its original vibe. Let's see. Rockstar Games. Instagram. You. They ship on bad days, not the launch days. The days nothing is fun. The ability to not accept reality in front of them and do it with full intention, even if they are the only person that can see what needs to happen. The way they handle obstacles. The found it naturally builds a strong personal brand. Uh, Seeing them being consistent and working hard, okay? Extreme hard work. Okay, nice. Does he exactly know the problem is he solving? The day he actually starts posting videos about it, okay? If you have a good marketing skill plus building skill, you'll surely make it, okay? Marketing skill. But see, marketing skill is very important. It's when they post something that they learned while shipping, not for engagement by it, but just love of the work, okay? It's all gamble. Okay. गेमिंग सेक्टर भैया कैसे हो घर में क्या हालचाल बढ़िया गेमिंग सेक्टर आप कैसे हो वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम ओके फाइन ऑलराइट what's happening in your Discord server. And guys, just a reminder, if you want my dedicated guidance, you can book a one-on-one call with me. The link is in the description of the stream. In that call, I try to understand your current skills, your strengths, your weaknesses, and depending on that, I'll craft a dedicated action plan that you can follow for the next few months, and you can achieve your goal. So, if you're interested, you can. Okay. Missed my chat. Okay. Satyam Bosle, Hono is freaking cool. Plus, if you pair it with bun, yeah, like Hono with bun is a deadly combination. On stream, just search. Okay. वायरस ने आपको मेल की है अच्छा मैं मेल में देख देख के आपको बोलता हूँ ऑलराइट ऑलराइट एवरीवन आई थिंक आई wrap up now. Thanks for joining the stream. If you enjoyed the stream, do consider subscribing to this channel and drop a like. And I'll see you in the next stream. Until then, take care of yourself. Bye.